Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys not just about work-life balance, but work from home life balance. I feel like for the last several years on YouTube and social media platforms, everybody's talking about finding work-life balance, but for the last 12 months for most of us, we have had to adjust to working from home, whether it's something that you want to do and you strive to do, or it's something that your employer or boss has put upon you or your team or your staff. Working from home can present a lot of good things, but also a lot of challenges. So today, I want to talk to you guys about 10 healthy work from home habits. If you have anything that you think this list lacks or should be added, let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, if you're new here, be sure to click that little red subscription button and the bell down below to be updated for each and every future video. Typically, I have videos coming out once a week, but this month, March 2021, we are doing March Madness, where it's a video each and every day. We try to do them as unscripted and unedited as possible. So if you see me looking down to my right, that is just me checking my notes to keep me from rambling. And of course, if you like this video, please help it out by giving it a huge thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. But without any further ado, let's talk about some healthy work from home life balance habits that you should consider adding to your life. Number one is no surprise, and it is to have an established wake up time. Whether you're one of those super early morning or right before you have to clock in people, just establishing here is when I am waking up, just so you can get a routine. Whatever it is, whatever floats your boat, you do you, but make sure it is established. For me, I don't like to wake up my husband, so I try to have my Fitbit buzz. That'll be like my regular alarm, and then if I sleep through this accidentally, I do have my cell phone that will wake me up. So this is like strike one, then the cell phone is strike two. If I need that extra, get out of bed sound, because the Fitbit just buzzes. The cell phone makes a loud sound. But just having that established routine helps me not sleep in, say, oh, I'll do something later. So if I want to do something before I have to go and do work, I at least know, hey, my Fitbit's going off. I can go check those emails or finish that edit or get back to those coaching clients. Whatever it is, I am able to get on it early in the morning. And if not, if you like to sleep in, that's great. Just make sure you are waking up around the same time. Now on weekends, I will say I let myself sleep in no more than 60 to 90 minutes. That way I don't have like a 3-hour gap between weekend mornings and weekday mornings. Number two, I wrote, don't forget to hydrate. That is a personal problem I have. If I don't wake up and drink a bunch of water before the coffee will just get to be flowing, and then it will be lunchtime and I'll realize I've had 2 cups of coffee and no water. So what I typically do, I'll go downstairs, I will get my coffee and my water bottle. I have to drink the water bottle first and then enjoy the coffee. Usually I will wake up slowly with either like a YouTube video, or I'll watch something that just gets me thinking before I would like to journal, or just sit down and write out my goals for the day. And then after I'm done with that task, the water's typically done, and then I start the coffee. But do not be like me. Start hydrating at the beginning of your day. Number 3, prep your lunches the Sunday before. You guys, this is the biggest time saver for me. Even if I am working from home, I still treat it like I'm going to an office, meaning I will still prep things throughout my day, just so I'm not grazing through the kitchen wondering what to make for lunch between 11:30 and 12:15. I know I have to make my lunch the Sunday before, and when it is lunchtime, I go grab that bento box, refill the water bottle before the second coffee, and I will have my lunch. I will not eat where I work, but I will grab that lunch and get out of the kitchen, because again, you give me time in my kitchen, and I've got the little Google Home in the kitchen. I want to make sure she didn't go off. And I know I have recipes in there, and I know she could tell me millions of recipes. So just get in, get your lunch, and get out. Not only does it help me save time, it essentially helps me save calories, because I know my bento box lunches are between 500 and 600 calories. If I go in and just start throwing things together, I have no idea. My whole day's gonna get askewed, and I just like routine. Structure works really well for me. On the topic of being extremely type A, the next thing I wrote here, number 4, lay out your clothes and limit daily decisions. Honestly, When I first wanted to work for myself, have a business, I started researching a lot of entrepreneurs. What were they doing? How were they getting things done? I was less focused on where they went to school. I wanted to know how they were doing it now. So I noticed a lot of common habits, and one of them that resounded through everyone's interviews was limit your daily decisions. These people would lay out their clothes. Some of them would have assistants do a lot of things for them, but the bottom line was they would limit the amount of decisions they had to make that were part of their routines. So like I said before, I laid out my water bottle, I had my coffee cup on the counter, but I would lay out my clothes. This helps me, one, not have to sit and stare at my closet, but two, I also start my day in my workout clothes. Now, if you've ever had a meeting with me in the morning and I look well put together, 90% of the time, I do have leggings on, waist down. Just the simple habit of having my workout clothes laid out and ready to go takes away me making that choice in the morning and lets me know, oh yeah, I am working out and I'm already in my clothes. So that's one less excuse I can make because I'm really bad at making decisions, but really good at making excuses. Just me. Next I wrote, of course, move your body and work out daily. Now, I'll be the first to admit I do not work out every single day, but I do make it a priority to move my body, try to get a workout in every couple of days. Currently outside, it is 6 degrees. I've got like 3 layers on right now, so I'm not going to go outside and do a workout or take a walk, but I will do my at-home Zumba. I will do my at-home lifting. If you are following me on my Fitness Friday series, you guys can watch me do my workouts at home, and if you give those videos a thumbs up, that's a push-up I have to do at the end of the video. I am finishing a video right now where you guys left 92 thumbs ups. That's 92 push-ups. Next I wrote, set aside time for breaks and creative work. I always thought that working from home meant you had to be go, go, go to prove that you weren't slacking. Apparently, if you drive to an office and slack off, that's fine, but if you work from home and slack off, it's the worst thing ever. And I was never setting aside time, and I would always wonder every 2 to 3 months why I'm so burnt out. Then finally, I just set aside time for breaks. I do the Pomodoro technique, meaning I set a timer for either 25 to 45 minutes, and I do focused tunnel vision work. Everything else goes out the window. The task at hand is what takes precedence. And then when the timer goes off, I take between a 5 to 15 minute break. This helps so much, and it helps me keep creative and of course not burn out. Next, I wrote for my work from home life balance, make time outdoors a priority. Now, I know I mentioned it's really cold outside, but I do try to get outside, whether it's freezing cold or super hot. I live in Ohio, we get all of it. Even though I didn't want to spend a lot of time outside, I did go out, get a couple minutes of fresh air. I shoveled the sidewalks for myself and my neighbors just to, do something nice for someone else, but it let me be outside, get some fresh air. When it is nice outside, I will go walk to my local Starbucks. It's like 2 miles down the road. I'll walk, put in a podcast or some music, come back home, be caffeinated and have my fresh air, and go back to work. It is a beautiful, beautiful system. So even if it's just 5 minutes of walking outside, getting some sunshine and some fresh air, definitely try to add it to your daily routine. Number 8 is to have hobbies outside of work. Now, when I first started working and teaching from home, I ate, slept, breathed, everything that job. Like, that's all I could talk about. I was so obsessed with it. And then over time, I finally realized, hey, you need to, look outside of this little computer world. There are things happening out here. So I recommend, whether you have a spouse, significant other, friends, or family, just see what they're interested in. You can look at the news, even though that can sometimes be a little bit detrimental to your mental health. Just remember to take time away from your work. Number 9 is to reach out to family and friends each and every week. Just like I said, it's important to have a life outside your work. Strengthening your social circles and your community is very important to your overall happiness and well-being. And I know that some people can be really introverted and say, I don't like to be around people, but you don't have to be around them to reach out. An email, a call, or a text message can really go a long way, especially for people who are in quarantine. Just that one call, knowing that somebody thought of them that day can really make a person's day. So I recommend my Fitbit thought I was walking 12,500 steps. Do I tell it? No. But anyway, reaching out to family and friends is definitely something you want to have on your weekly routines. And last but not least, I wrote, never forget gratitude. I have to say, there were certain times where I would get frustrated or just think I can't do this. So I made a goal and a priority to wake up every day, and whether I journaled or basically whatever I was writing, I would always write on the top of my paper, this is a privilege. The fact that you can work from home and be creative and provide, this is a privilege, and you should never forget that. That's what I said to myself, because I could get really frustrated if things weren't working well, or I didn't know how to do something and I was impatient to go and learn that thing. For example, I was trying to learn the Adobe Office suite, like Photoshop and Premiere, and I was just having the hardest time grasping these very high-tech programs. And then finally I just said, you know what, it could be a lot worse. This, sitting at home at your desk or your couch or your bed sometimes trying to figure all this out, this is a privilege. And you don't even have to be working from home to just practice a little gratitude. I found the more I practice gratitude, the less I find myself comparing to other people, the less I find I am jealous of other people, because those things don't help me. They don't tear that person down or build me up. Essentially, it's a big waste of time. But what isn't a waste of time is sitting down, reflecting, or writing, or just thinking of how lucky you are. I recommend the 5-minute journal. It is a wonderful tool. I used it probably back since 2016 or 17. I was working in corporate America and I knew I wanted a different path. Rather than compare to people I was watching online do what I wanted to do, I wrote down things I was grateful for. I was grateful for every new skill I learned. I was grateful for every contact, every bout of networking I did. I was grateful for it because at the end of the day, it got me where I was, and jealousy and comparing is not going to get me to where I want to keep moving and progressing. So you guys, those are my top 10 things I think you should try to implement into your work from home life balance. Again, if there's anything you think I missed, please let me know down below in the comment section. Like I said before, this is March Madness, so we will have a video going live each and every day. If you like, please help out the channel by giving this video a huge thumbs up and check us out tomorrow for our next video. Bye.